Hi. Hi. Bye. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Girl,
it was super awkward.
What is that person doing sharing the same link for all
Hey,
their
you know what? You know what though? My therapist was running late and it was my time, so I don't actually feel that bad about it.
Not in on you.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Hey, Josh
But it was
Harper.
awkward.
Hey, Ariel. Hey, Karis.
Hi, Karis.
Welcome, fam. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to quarantine life. Boodly doo. I never even
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to see you
yeah.
in person anyway.
Okay, this is
Hey,
how desperate the times
Allison.
are. So Lucy was just like super restless staying in our house. That's my daughter,
Family.
for those of you who don't know. And so today we were like, we got to go somewhere other than the grocery store. So we went to Big Lots, and that was like a big exciting.
Girl, no. Yesterday, Cam was like, I got to get out of the house. So he just left for a while. And then when he came back, I was like, what'd you do, babe? And he's like, Taco time. Or Taco Bell. He was like, and it was like the great highlight.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. We got some face masks at Big Lots, and it was like, Lucy's like, this is the best day. It's like, wow, the bar is really low.
We learning to appreciate the small things a little bit more, though. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's bar for a good time is quite different.
Oh my God, what are we even gonna do? We used like old footage of like a old Sunday service during our online broadcast. We like during the like meet and greet time, and people like messaged our pastor and was like, "Are you guys meeting and hugging?" And like, and I was like, "No, bro."
Right.
Old video. That's old video. But now we all have this visceral reaction, like
ugh.
Idiots.
Oh yeah.
Y'all idiots.
I feel like when we watch a show or a movie or something, like, why are you guys touching?
Hey, Stephanie. Ugh.
Well, I think it's weird how like comfortable. Do you guys have? I don't know. I won't ask this, but like how comfortable we are wearing masks all of a sudden. It's like we've always done that.
And when I'm comfortable, I feel like my breath is always terrible. Like that is my primary experience.
Mine too. I was like, oh God, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm glad I'm wearing the mask.
God, I know. I should have been doing this earlier because it's just like,
yeah, exactly.
It's not good in there. I was like, is my
not good in there?
Questionable for this long. I don't know, Saints.
Oh, there's the babies.
Hi, baby.
Oh, hello, baby. Hi, little Nuggy Nugs. Baby Nugget. Nuggy Nugs is short for baby nugget, in case
we were wondering.
You're tracking.
You were wondering, yes. Good to see everybody here.
Hi, everyone.
Stephanie looks like she's in summer. It's
Love
so beautiful and sunny.
I was unmuted. Sorry.
Yeah, that does look nice.
She looks like she's in summer. Alana's up in in the Vancouver, BC area, so I don't know what kind of weather you guys are having up there. Seems like it stays chilly longer.
Well, it's just one day it'll be really sunny and everyone's happy and outside, and then the next day it's raining.
Yeah, that's exactly it for us too.
Yeah. Hey, Shantae, good to see you.
I want to see her. Oh,
Shantae.
It's not like I like how Jenny made it personal. Like Shantae was showing me her picture, but not like anything.
I want to see.
Cool.
Hello,
why is Shantae just being a secret and like over there?
Because on my iPad I can only see like 4 or 5 people at a time.
Yes.
So I have to like flip around.
Also, we are going to do like a little bit of just like some breathing exercises today. So try to be in a place where you're comfortable and you won't feel self-conscious, like being participatory. So if you're in a cafe or something, guys, it's just
right.
Yeah. What are those?
Or a party with a bunch of people.
Yeah. Though apparently that's happening more than we knew.
Because people are tired.
I know. Hi, Alabaster person. We don't know which Alabaster person it is, but we receive you here into this space. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Beautiful. Of my hair. or of my mustache, because
You can't talk mustache right now.
I have been trying to do some personal grooming, but no, my hair has not had any changes happen to it. And my eyebrows, I've just let them go and live their own life.
That's me too. Mine are like this.
I know. They're just,
Hi guys.
there's a lot going
Visual
on.
is good.
There's a lot
So good.
going on. Hey, Gabi. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. All right. Should we should we get started? Is that about right? Okay.
So,
Well, welcome, beautiful people. Thanks for joining us. We're glad to have you here. We're in the second week of our new series, Embodied Spirituality, the Wisdom of Body, Breath, and Play. And I do, right? I said it's so serious because I'm super good at being serious. And I do want to let you all know that we did, I'm screen sharing. We moved what was going to be our June retreat online. So if you want to hang out with us for our June retreat, don't worry, it's not going to be, like when you see June 12th through 14th, that's not like 48 straight hours of being on Zoom. We are going to like change the formatting so that it's lovely and delightful online. But yeah, if you know, some of the things, if you like the kind of stuff that we talk about, we'll be doing some of the content that we did at our first retreat last October. So you can go to the website, and I just need to highlight again that now all three of us do have an online presence. And if you want to take any yoga classes with Jenny, she's doing yoga classes pretty much every day of the week, right? And so these are where you can find us online. And today we thought it didn't really make sense to be talking about embodied spirituality and just be talking. So we really wanted mostly Jenny to take point and sort of walk us through both some thinking, but also just some engagement. So I'm going to pass it to the lovely Jenny Hall.
yeah, so it'll be mostly engagement with a little bit of thinking, mostly because my thinking like today is a little like off. So I'm hoping that this time is really restorative for you, that I want you to take the next 20 minutes to feel like this is a gift for you to have some space to just let your soul be nurtured. So we'll start with our brains, and then we'll let the left brain relax, and we'll kind of move into the right brain. So we're talking about breath. I think in my own lifetime, I have never thought about breath more than I have in the last 10 weeks. So it's very fascinating to me that on the one hand, we have this language about the earth getting a breath, and that's just true. There's less pollution. You can see things from outer space on the planet Earth that you weren't able to see before because things are just more clear. So the earth is getting this big breath, and at the same time, the whole thing that's devastating about the coronavirus is that people lose their breath. They can't breathe, and that they need a machine to help them breathe. The thing that is the most organic, the thing that we do and know naturally how to do as soon as we get out of the womb, people are needing machines to help them do that. So I think that's a conversation for another day, but I just want us to hold those things. What does that mean? If we think symbolically about that, the earth getting a breath, us suffocating, us needing machines to help us breathe. What might God be trying to get our attention towards? And I don't have the answer to that, but I think it's a question worth pondering. And in light of that, I want us to spend the next 15 minutes breathing and finding our own breath and having a moment of gratefulness for each breath that we get to take. In Genesis, that's the Genesis 2 verse 7. That's the moment where we see God breathing the breath of life into Adam's nostrils. And I love that this moment of creation is connected. The moment of animation as into our humanness, into our createdness, it happens through breath. And we can interpret breath as spirit. There's lots of different ways that that gets interpreted. But at its very essence, it's intimate. It reminds me of CPR, like it's mouth to mouth. It's an exchange of breath between the divine and between the creator and between the creature. And I think from that moment on, that's how life is set up. is that we're inhaling the breath of God. Each breath that we take is a gift, and we've never been more aware of that. It makes me get teary-eyed. Each breath that we get is a gift. Each breath that we take in is the breath of the divine creator breathing life into us. And our exhale is the exchange of gratefulness. It's one way to think about it. And I don't know how it exists in the next life, the life to come, but on this side of earth, it's breath that is the most intimate and immediate connection point for us and God. I love the passage. One of my favorite passages in the whole Bible is in Acts 17 when Paul is speaking to people in the Areopagus, and he actually uses, we're going to do a lot with poetry today. So it's I think it's interesting to note that Genesis is poetry. What I'm about to tell you in Acts 17, in God we live and move and have our being, is also poetry. Paul actually used two different poets. He combines the poems of two different poets to speak to these people in the Areopagus. But I love this image of inside of God. So it's like, let's put a feminine lens on it just because, it's like being inside the womb of God. So if we change it to in her, we live and move and have our being. It's like we are inside the womb of God. Like there's just no escape. We are inside the womb of God. And the love of God is giving us breath, and we can exhale out our gratefulness, our connectedness. So that's it. That's all for the left brain. I want us to kind of get into our bodies now. So I'd like you to sit up straight, roll your shoulders. Yeah, good. And then any way that you can, I want you to get a little twist. So maybe it's just a little arm. Oh, my back just did like 5 different, yeah. Make sure you twist one way. Make sure you twist the other way. And this might be trickier. I love that you're doing it with a baby. That's like the highlight of my day. I want you to see if you can get one ankle on a knee and just move forward a little so you're getting yourself a little hip stretch. You're just kind of getting into your hips a little bit. We're just waking up our bodies, just connecting to them. And then make sure you switch sides. Good. Nice. You can lower both knees. Try to keep your back nice and straight. Maybe even support your back with a pillow. But I don't want us like hunched over. So we're trying to lift up and out of our breath. That's the yoga teacher in me speaking. So sometimes it's like, what does that even mean? It means sit up straight. It means sit up straight. Feel your lungs. Feel your lungs working for you. You can just put your hands on your knees for a moment. And then bring your right ear to your right shoulder. I'm like Rice Krispies right now. I'm glad you can't hear this. He's like, right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. Take a nice deep breath there. Roll the shoulders back and down. Good. And then I just want you to move the left ear to the left shoulder. Yeah, you're just kind of waking it up in there. Chin to chest again. And then very carefully, right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder. Nice, friends. Good. Hang the chin down. You're going to slowly kind of look yourself in the eye or look us in the eye. Bring the arms up. Huge inhale with your arms up. You're going to sink down. You're going to clasp one wrist and just bring yourself over to the side. Yes. Good. And switch. Other side. Nice. Good. Bring the arms up again. And this is going to feel goofy, but I want you just to, almost like you're bringing your hands down a piece of velvet, palms face me, just bring the hands onto the knees. Yeah, really nice and easy. We're going to do that twice more. Inhale up. Exhale, let the hands just float down. Inhale up. Really nice. Let the hands float down. Good. And I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. If you have a stuffy nose, don't even worry about it. Do it through your mouth. I want you to keep the lips sealed, but the teeth apart, and you're going to exhale out through the nose, and you're going to have kind of an oceanic sound in your breath. So it's going to sound like, so you're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, little huge, big exhale out through the nose, but a little bit of stricture in the throat. Inhale again. Exhale. Again, inhale. This in yoga is called Ujjayi breath. It means oceanic breath. So I would love, if you're comfortable, to unmute yourself and then close your eyes again. And we're going to see if we can sense kind of the oceanic nature of it. It sounds like waves. So all together, inhale. That's it, friends. All together, exhale. Ah, yes. That's it. Continue. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all together. Exhale. Continue with the breath, keeping the eyes closed. I want to read the poetry over you, some different poems. And I don't want you to think about it. I want you to let it wash over you the way you would let an ocean wave wash over you. So continue with that deep inhale. And the deep exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Let it wash over you, friends. Then the Lord God formed the man out of the dust from the ground and breathed the breath of life into his nostrils. And the man became a living being, and the woman became a living being. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your nose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Continue with the poetry. Let it wash over you. In God we live and move and have our being. Breathe. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Breathe in the goodness of life, the divine breath of life, the divine breath of God connecting to your lungs inside of you. Breathe out your connection to God, your response to God. And using the language of poetry, I'm going to talk about us with God as lovers, because I think it's that intimate. This kiss of breath, this kiss of life is intimate, like a kiss between lovers. This is from Rumi. Continue to breathe, my friends. Lovers, union is here. The meeting we have wanted, the fire, the joy. Let sadness and any fear of death leave the room. Let sadness and any fear of death leave the room. The sun's glory comes back. Wind, breath, shakes our bells. Music begins. Your silence, deepen that. Were you to put words with this, we would not survive the song. Take a deep breath in. And this time, put your focus on the pause at that inhale. Exhale it out. Try to make the exhale a little bit longer, friends. And then just put your attention really gently in the kindness of that pause at the end of the exhale. Breathe, inhale. Attention at the pause. Exhale. attention at the pause. I want to be quiet and let you enjoy this for yourself for a few moments. So we're all breathing together in silence. Be kind with yourself as you breathe. It can feel really tender, really vulnerable. And it's a taste of humility, just the fragility of our lives, the beauty of our need for God to give us the breath of life. God breathed the breath of life into the person's nostrils, and the person became a living being. A second poem by Rumi. Just breathe, friends. Don't think, just breathe. Lovers find secret places inside the violent world where they make transactions with beauty. Lovers find secret places inside the violent world where they make transactions with beauty. And reason says nonsense. I have walked and measured walls here. There are no places like that. Love says there are. There are secret places inside the violent world where we make transactions with beauty. And keep your eyes closed. And in this next section, Tracy's going to lead us into making transactions with beauty through prayer, the prayer of presence. Maybe you can put the image up, Tracy, if that's okay, but keep your eyes closed and stay connected to the breath and let her words wash over you.
Stay in that place with your eyes closed. And I want to invite you to call to mind someone that's on your heart, someone that's in need of breath. It could be an individual that you know is sick right now. It could be a community of people, a city, whoever it is that's on your heart. Don't overthink it. Just choose someone that you want to sit with and right now. And just take 3 deep breaths on their behalf, for their need for breath, for their need for God, their need for healing, whoever it is that, again, just that your heart is feeling for in your ability. Take a first breath in. Exhale. Next breath in. Breathing on their behalf. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in. And exhale. We wanted to offer this to you. Go ahead and open your eyes if you want. As a form of intercession. So just offer you this image. I think we are all probably experienced in a type of intercession that's pretty involved. It requires a lot of energy. It requires a lot of laboring in prayer, and there's definitely a place for that. But we just love the idea of breath prayer on behalf of those that we're caring, because I think so many of us are worried and thinking about people that are vulnerable to this virus. We just want to offer that as a way to intercede, to literally just breathe on their behalf, holding them and trusting that God can give them the breath that they need, and praying for them. So I'm going to give it to Erna.
So I am going to just take us into our closing image and closing reflection. So let me come here. A couple of years ago, I was doing some training and asked folks to share how their ethnic identity overlaps with their leadership. And Stephen Ombo, a Japanese American guy on staff, got up and gave a 3-minute reflection, and I remember it to this day. And he put up a painting similar to this, and he said, as a Japanese American leader, my leadership is a lot like this painting, because there is what is on the canvas, but what is the negative space, what is left empty, is as significant a part of the image. And that I, in my leadership, it's not just what I say, but it's the things I don't say and the space I leave for others that I consider also a really significant part of the leadership that I bring. And I just have loved that reflection. And to me, it's the idea of making space for others, or breath, breathing, holding empty space for others, is a beautiful image of leadership that we're not often gifted with or invited into, or is not as honored. But I think that just as leaving this as our closing image, I just wanted to maybe put the question of how might you be, how might God or Spirit be leading you right now, not in what's being said, but in the space that's being left blank? And how might you breathe into it? Because I think we're often, again, taught to interact with God in what is put on the canvas, but maybe it's in the negative space that we're being invited right now. So we're just going to stay, I'm going to give us a moment of silence to just reflect and sit with this image, and just come back to, I think, that breathing exercise that Jenny gave us, where we just come in, just inhale and hold, and exhale and hold. We'll just sit silently for a moment. And just as you're ready, come back together. And I just want to bring gently to close our time. We like to kind of do an official close, and then let those of you who want to linger hang out with us, and we continue the conversation. But just I personally was really grateful, Jenny, for the space that you just took us through, and was kind of surprised how many different emotions came up in I feel like I just felt like all this grief that I haven't quite been able to get in touch with, like suddenly just surfaced it came to the surface. And so I hopefully we're just glad that you're here. We just wanted to be gentle with you and create sort of a gentle space. So we officially close our time and send you in peace. Peace be with you, beloved. And if you want to keep hanging out with us and just for us to continue kind of talking a little bit about breath, you're welcome to stay. But we always want to give a moment where we just like honor that you gave us a half hour of your time, and feel free to keep going. So we'll do a little transition here.